Welcome to this week's WTOL 11 Weather Impact. I'm Meteorologist Matt Willoughby, and we have a specific topic for you. You may have a hint for it behind me, but one thing we typically hear when we talk about hurricanes, when it is peak hurricane season right now, is rapid intensification. So we're going to be breaking down what exactly that is and how does that impact hurricanes as we go throughout those peak hurricane months. So to break it down for you, what exactly is rapid intensification? But that is when max wind speeds and pretty much sustained wind speeds within a tropical cyclone at least reach 35 miles per hour within 24 hours. So that pretty much means if you have a Category 1 hurricane and then the next day it's a Category 3 hurricane, that's what we define as rapid intensification. We're starting to see that more frequently as we go throughout the years. About 79% of major tropical cyclones do include a bit of a rapid intensification, and that is all due likely to those warmer global warm water temperatures. So look at those current sea surface temperatures throughout the Gulf. It is prime for hurricane and tropical activity. Of course, you see near 90 degrees, that pink. Well, you pretty much have that all throughout the Gulf of Mexico. So anytime you're able to get a hurricane or tropical system that rolls into the Gulf of Mexico, likely to strengthen, and more frequently, we are starting to see that strengthen with rapid intensification. Now, as you break this down with the warm ocean waters, we're seeing a record year so far throughout January, February, March, and April. It's calmed down a little bit, but the last 2 years has been record years for warm water sea surface temperatures throughout the entire world, that is. And that is a problem when it comes to tropical cyclones as well, which really feed on those warmer waters. When we talk about the frequency between extreme and stronger, faster cyclones, it has become a common denominator, at least since 1980. Really didn't see a rapid intensification happening throughout the 1980s and early 90s, but that has really become more common throughout the last 5 to 10 and even 20 years when it comes to strengthening hurricanes and tropical storms. It has also become stronger and faster. We're seeing more and more frequent, stronger and major hurricanes and rapid intensification that happens with at least 35 miles per hour max sustained winds within a 24-hour time span. So basically, to break this down and really try to understand this even more, just this past year, actually, we saw Hurricane Beryl. It was a Category 3 hurricane at 8:57 on June 30th. Just about a day later, it was a Category 5 hurricane at 10:50 on July 1st. So we're talking rapid intensification. That's pretty much what it means. You can see, okay, we have a Category 3 hurricane, but if you're not paying attention, it could rapidly intensify into a major Category 5 hurricane within a day before it gets onto land. So when we talk about that tropical frequency over the at least a month, well, typically we start to see that really start to ramp up in August, and of course we are in September. So this is really prime tropical cyclone month where we see the most tropical cyclones, and we're about 5 to 6 on the year. And of course, we did have an active one, which is Hurricane Helene, which has at least made landfall this past week. So that is one thing what we talk about when we see really prime months for tropical cyclones and tropical activity, typically that August and September month. And we're talking 80% of major hurricanes undergoing rapid intensification throughout the last 50 years. So this is all due to those warm waters and of course our warming climate, which is really fueling a lot of those tropical cyclones we do see reach the Gulf of Mexico and even along the East Coast as well. And this has caused problems for many people across the country and especially into our southern states like Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and of course, Florida. We're talking billion-dollar disasters over the last 6 years, about $61 billion in disasters of 2018. And we're talking damages with this as well. 2021 and 2022, we can honestly say it was a rough year for many people. We're talking 88 million in damages, and even 2022, a record year of $122 billion in damages and disasters when it came to tropical cyclones. What about that rapid intensification? When we talk about our climate, this is going to continue a warming topic, and of course, a more frequent topic we talk about when we're talking about more dangerous cyclones likely happening due to rapid intensification and those warm ocean waters. And also, this causes more exposure to people and property along those lakeshore areas you see into the Gulf of Mexico and also along the East Coast and it is really going to be a vulnerability to our populations as well, as many people live along those coasts, along the Gulf and along the East Coast. But they are being displaced and moved due to those extreme frequencies of tropical cyclones that do happen each and every year, and also wiping houses away. So this will be a growing topic, at least as we go throughout each and every year when we talk about rapid intensification, and likely going to be a topic or a word you do in fact hear pretty much with any hurricane that likely is to make it throughout the Gulf of Mexico. So that's pretty much what the definition of rapid intensification is and how it is impacting our tropical cyclones, at least as we go throughout the next several years. This has been your WTOL 11 Weather Impact. I'm meteorologist Matt Willoughby. Thanks for watching.